Okay, we go back and meet up with everyone. And I asked Rita, what exactly was that brooch like? Should I intelligence check? Or would that be investigation?
No, it's intelligence. It's more like memory. Which all linked to intelligence, not necessarily
Nice!
investigation.
Alright!
Damn it, Rita.
Dolos, read!
Digits.
Dolos, roll now. And then we'll roll for the horse.
And then Toby can ask.
Yeah, but the horse didn't see.
We wouldn't have just
can I
waved it in his face and
history?
say, "Remember this."
No, you can't use history.
You gotta roll something here, come on.
It's at least that.
Oh my gosh!
It's better that we roll
5 rolls! Nothing higher than a 6, and that's a 6! You got a 9! What the heck?!
This is gonna be fun. We're going to pay for the previous day.
All them
Anyway.
crits.
Yeah.
Alright, so we don't exactly remember it.
History is kind of like, it was something with a wolf, right?
Yeah.
Weird that I don't remember.
Yeah, it's almost like there's some magical curse affecting it. Anyway, I'm gonna say, so we should find a blacksmith. So I'm gonna mention, so we learned that the weakness of all lycanthropes is silvered weapons. If we go to a blacksmith, we can procure or at least order to get our weapons silvered. I don't need to because I have a magic weapon. But for those of us who don't have a magic weapon, getting their weapons silvered or some silvered arrows and stuff would probably not be a bad idea. I also need to find an armorer to take care of the heavy armor that I want to get modified.
By the way, how much does it cost to enchant weapons?
More than it would to get it silvered. By like
Alright.
4 to 5 times as much.
Yeah, but having it enchanted gives me also advantage on other creatures than just well rolled.
Right, you would get advantage on all. So you could like what kind of enchantment we could try to find a magic shop and find someone who'd be willing to cast that. That would definitely be something we could do. I mean, theoretically, you could just make it a magic weapon, or you could make it a +1 or +2 or something like that.
Yeah, or give it a certain enchantment. I
Yeah.
saw this one enchantment where you could bound it to another thing, and then you could switch it between those things, like instantly. Which is a pretty cool enchantment to have.
Okay.
And I could switch between my my dagger or my rapier and my bow.
Okay, that would probably be really expensive.
Probably.
All right, well let's what do you guys want to get your weapons enchanted, or do you want to get them silvered? I would recommend getting silver bolts.
Yeah, I don't think we have the money to enchant it properly. I don't anyway, so I'm going to go for silver.
Now, you can always
Yeah,
check to
probably-
see the cost.
I'm just gonna check it, so.
I mean, because theoretically, because there are other things besides lycanthropes who would have damage resistances. If you have a magic weapon, it would bypass all of that. I mean, okay, so out of character, Tyraneus will next level learn the magic attacks with his animal form, so it's not a huge deal for him.
But he wouldn't know that.
As a druid?
No.
Okay.
It's more like something that happens, and suddenly you're like, oh, interesting.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
But there aren't that many high-level druids in the world itself, so there are very few who actually have experience.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's your money.
As of now, Tobias is in the top percentage of druids.
Which is kind of scary.
Very.
Alright, so I guess we'll inquire the whereabouts of a magic shop that would have magical items and enchanting capabilities.
You ask around, and a couple of people say, oh, well, there's a magic shop over there. Oh, no, wait, that closed recently. There is another one. Oh, no, wait, that one closed as well. And you continuously go towards people, and everyone kind of gives the same
Answers.
basic speech. The same basic answers from, like, there used to be a lot of shops, but they have been closing in recent years. And it takes an hour before someone finally says, "Yeah, I know a magic shop that actually is still around."
Okay.
Great.
He gives you directions to a shady part of town.
Awesome.
Oh, my kind of
Of
town.
course.
I mean, it is Dolos' type of town, so he goes first.
Yeah. So what happens now?
Oh, you go there, I guess?
Okay.
Sure.
Am I in front of the shop or?
You're standing in front of the shop. The windows are darkened.
I'll do perception check first.
I'm gonna do perception check too.
You're trying to perceive what exactly?
See if it's dangerous here.
I'm perceiving the area around, which I don't.
You have like your hands in front of your eyes.
Rita, on the other hand, is great. I mean, pfft.
Well, the shop itself is darkened. There are like curtains on the side of the door where the windows are. The door itself is blackened by some means. The street is narrow. Not a lot of people moving through it. It's kind of stinky. You can see the rats crawling everywhere.
Have fun, Dolos.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Okay, you enter the shop. It's dark. It's smoky.
It's not a coffee shop, right?
It's not a coffee shop. So there's one person standing there between all types of weird items. He comes towards you.
Okay.
Welcome.
Hello. I'm here to see if I can get a weapon enchanted.
Weapons enchantment. And what would the enchantment be?
Anything that would make my weapon do a bit more damage.
Any specific type?
No, anything that you may be proficient in.
May I see the weapon?
I'll show him my rapier.
You take it out?
Yeah.
So you take out the rapier. He holds his hand, like waiting for you to put it in there.
I'll hand it over, I guess.
You hand it over. He turns it around. He is actually kind of proficient with the thing. He does some very various things that would make you think that he knows his way with weapons. He's balancing it. He's kind of flicking it through the air. I could make it move faster without losing its edge.
And how much would that cost?
And what
He
does that
lets you-
mean? Move faster.
I bet it's just a higher chance on hitting.
So +1?
It would be a +1 to hit.
Okay. And damage. Because that's how
No.
+1... Oh, just +1 to hit? Okay.
+1 to hit.
So that would be less than a +1 weapon.
Yeah.
It's like a +1.5. Or it's a +1 +0.
Yeah, okay.
He
And it becomes
goes-
magical, so that's the bonus.
Yeah.
He goes further. You might be able to put a specific type of damage on it. It might radiate electricity or flames.
How about radiant?
Would ice be
You want
a
ice?
possibility? Like an ice burst or something?
He kind of throws the rapier in the air, and it just turns. He catches it, holds it in front of you. Ice would be a possibility, yes.
All right. What kind of effect would that be? Like ice spikes, or I don't know, a cold freezing effect?
A cold freezing effect would be put on every wound.
Ooh. And how much would these enchantments cost?
They are not for those without money. They are rather expensive.
Well, it's all relative.
As, it may have been relative a couple of weeks ago, but not now.
Oh, what happened? Because I was looking around for a magic shop and I couldn't find any, and you just happened to be my last chance, really, because you seemed to be the only one who knew.
I might even be the only person in this entire place who can still use magic.
Did something happen to all the magicians or enchanters?
Probably.
You don't know for sure.
Most of the magic shops suddenly were unable to create more items.
Strange.
So, yeah. In any case, where is that stupid list of the magical items, rarity and cost thingy?
It's in the Dungeon Master Guide.
Yeah.
It's right above the,
Items themselves. But,
yeah.
here we go, finally. He looks you in the eye and says, the price has gone up a lot because of these circumstances, but also because it takes more out of me to make an item.
Alright.
He looks at you. The ice enchantment itself would run you around 500 gold pieces. Give or take.
Is like combining enchantments like possible or?
Possible, yes. Dangerous, yes.
Oh.
Expensive.
It becomes
yes.
more expensive because of the risk that is involved. The enchantment may work perfectly. It may not work perfectly. It may have a certain disadvantage with it suddenly, or the item itself may break. Although that's a very rare case.
Ask him how much the other enchantment is.
How much is the other enchantment for the making it lighter, faster?
200 gold pieces.
200. I think I'm gonna go for that ice. How much out of game? How much damage would that give me extra? And how many times would I be able to use it?
It is a continuous plus 1d4 ice damage. So it's just your basic weapon damage plus the 1d4 ice damage.
Does it also give a slowing effect, like minus 5 feet of movement?
No, it's basically just the it's kind of a burning effect, but then with ice.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Do you need a loan?
200. How much is one platinum piece in gold?
10 gold.
10.
10 gold. All right, and I have.
So you need 50 plat.
50 plat. I have 400 gold and 20 plats.
That's
that
enough.
Should be enough.
Yeah. So 400 gold and 10 platinum.
Yeah. All right, I'll do it then. For the ice.
Okay, he nods. Edo, roll 1d100. Remove the 500 gold pieces total from your account or from your sheet.
And ask him how long this will take.
Yeah. How long would it take?
He says, it won't take extremely long, it's just very tiring for me.
Okay, roll 1d100.
1d100.
22.
Okay. It takes around 20 minutes.
Okay.
He then comes back with the your rapier.
Yeah.
And when you touch your rapier, it feels a little bit colder than it used to. You can see water. The shop owner holds the rapier in front of him, shows it to you, and he then breathes on it. And the water vapor from his breath touches the blade and solidifies. So it becomes ice.
Alright.
Cool. He then gives you a scabbard, a new one. He says, "This'll keep the blade from freezing your pants." basically.
It'll keep your sword
That
from
is-
freezing your sword,
you.
if you know what I mean.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Yes, I would like to keep my sword warm.
One more thing. Speak little about this place. I do not wish a lot of people to come here. I set this shop up with a reason in this particular part of town.
About that, I might have some friends that might also wanna enchant something.
As long as you don't say to anyone in this city, they are free to come.
All right. Well, thank you for the sword and nice doing business. And I shake his hand.
He grabs your hand, shakes it. Good luck.
Then you perception check to see if there's anything you can swipe with your your mage hand. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that if I were you because he's a mage, but
I'm just gonna look around since that is actually what my character would do in his personality.
you don't see
I
Jack.
don't see anything.
Oh no, you see a lot of different things, but they're weird.
So I
Like
don't
some
even know what their values are.
Well, you think that they are expensive, but you are uncertain what they are.
Alright. Well, at least I will try and keep myself from trying to steal something.
Roll a will check then. Wisdom.
Is that wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom.
Would his character steal though in this situation? Is that a thing?
Yeah, because
Hell
my
yes!
character's flaw is when I see something valuable, all I think about is how to steal it.
Okay then.
So, Rat,
That's not bad.
that good enough?
I think over 10 should be fine.
Yeah, you managed to keep yourself together long enough to get out of there.
Because if it wasn't, it would be terrible to be with you at all.
Keep you keep your eyes mostly on your newly
Yes.
acquired sword.
Yeah, and I walk out shakingly outside since
And then as you open
I
the
try
door,
to force myself from not stealing.
as you open the door, you hear Draco. You think he's dead. Oh, there he is.
I'm not dead.
He's ice cold.
He's as cold
Yes,
as
cold,
ice.
baby.
He's
Damn
stiff,
it.
but he's not dead. He's only mostly dead.
Oh yeah,
Mostly
and
dead.
I'll tell the group that we shouldn't talk about this place.
Fair
in
enough.
The city. And he's still willing to enchant some things.
And that your enchantment costs 500 gold.
And that well, I don't talk about prices, all right?
Okay. So I'd say, unless you guys have something you want to get enchanted, we can
Yep.
go to the blacksmith.
No, I'm happy to go in and get something enchanted if I can.
Okay, you enter the place. The man looks up. So you must be one of the thieves' friends.
He called him a thief?
Was he reading my mind or something?
And a druid at that. I welcome you.
Well, I thank you, and I thank you for helping my acquaintance, and I'm hoping you can help me as well. I've got a scimitar I'd also like to have put some magic into, if that's possible, and I take it out and show it to him.
He grabs your scimitar, and as Dolos, you can see that this guy has.
No, what?
He-
You mean Tyraneus?
Now, as Dolos, you can see that this guy has a lot of skill with the blade.
Okay.
He easily just swindles it around, tosses it around, weighs it, does all types of things. And while he does that, he is also paying attention to you, and he says, "Yes, I'll be able to do something with it."
Well, I'm hoping that maybe you can both make it a little faster in my attacks, and I wonder if it's possible to cause, say, poison damage as an extra damage.
He flicks it around a little bit more. Yes, I could do both of them, or either of them.
And how much would it cost for both?
Both. Usually he kind of goes around. Well, the price for the swiftness would be 250 gold pieces, that is.
Sorry, how much gold?
250 gold for the swiftness itself.
Okay.
The poison would become 500 gold,
Okay.
but together they'll be more expensive than that. So
And how much?
together they'll be 1,000.
Okay.
You'll do it?
Is there any are there any negative consequences to doing this?
Possible.
And what would they be?
There's a slim chance that your weapon will break. In that case, you owe me less. Still a bit. I'll usually take only 10% of the original price. More to keep my for the effort that I did.
And
On the other hand, it could work perfectly, or it could work well, but with a slight disadvantage.
and what kind of disadvantage could that be?
A lot of things. It may tire you to use it. And that's one of the things that I saw. I heard about a man who got one enchanted, and that had a mind. The weapon got a mind of its own. Which
Don't use Viagra, guys.
Okay.
Never mind.
there are multiple options.
Nobody got the joke.
Nope.
No getting it enchanted. No, never mind. Okay.
Okay. I don't know. I guess no one else came in with me, huh?
No.
Really? Oh. I
Okay.
thought we were all like kind of following him. I'm
You can.
going
I'm
in.
not
you
going
could have
in.
followed him. If you wish.
I'll go in.
I stayed outside. I have no need to
I'm not
enchant
super
anything.
I'm
creep,
just admiring
It's
my
like
weapon.
Tobinius has been inside for like a couple of minutes speaking to the guy, and then Yuma decides, damn it, I want to go in. So you enter the shop as well. You can see Tobinius speak with this middle-aged looking guy who's just casually tossing the scimitar of Tobinius around. Whilst speaking to him. He then, while tossing, kind of glances past Tobinius. Welcome, my lady.
Thank you.
He then looks at Tyraneus. One of your friends?
Yes. This is Yuma.
He then goes around, welcome Yuma. And he continues the conversation both of you had. Yuma, you kind of pick up where he talks about the problems that may or may not occur.
Okay.
So Yuma, what do you think? 1,000 gold for? Is that worth the risk?
1,000's a lot, but I know you're not too
Pity I'm
on the
not there.
frugal side. Your choice.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. So I've got 96 platinum, and then I guess I need 40 gold on top of that.
You need
96 platinum?
1,000 gold.
What's
90
that?
Yes.
96
Yeah, that's right.
platinum times
40 gold.
10.
Plus 40
You have a
gold.
lot of
Yeah,
you have a lot of
okay.
platinum.
I have more than
Yeah,
that.
I haven't spent a lot. Okay,
I only
so-
have 45 platinum.
Oh, yeah. You only have
Damn,
what?
This guy's rich.
I have 84 platinum. How do you only have 45? How much did you spend?
Those were
I don't know,
expensive
but
arrows.
Anyway, at the moment you say I'll do it, he stops with the movement of the weapon and holds it in front of him. He nods. All right. If you put the money on the counter,
Which I do.
he then moves behind the counter, puts the sword on top of it, and holds both of his hands on it, and starts enchanting words. Roll 1d100.
Now the scary
Don't
part.
roll a 1.
Don't roll a 1 to 10, because you use multiple spells, it gets more difficult. Anything above 10 is good.
Okay.
68. That's certainly above 10.
That's good.
68 minutes.
No,
That was-
it takes 30 minutes, multiple spells, difficult, and by the end of those 30 minutes you can see sweat coming from the guy's face, and he looks at the weapon, picks it up, It has a slight greenish glow on the very edge of the weapon. And he holds it, twists it around a little bit, and he then nods. He looks at you. I'm happy with this work. He grabs a scabbard. Inside of this, you won't get hurt by any poison. He then gives you the sheathed scimitar.
I take it and I bow and thank him, and then
It
Step
feels
back.
lighter. It feels lighter than it was without feeling weaker. So you get a +1 to hit, and if you hit, you also get a 1d4 poison damage.
excellent. Thank you.
Our druid likes poison.
Wrath, by the way, does the freezing effect and the poison do extra damage on crits?
Yes, because
Yes,
all
it's-
dice are
it's
rolled.
It's combined in your attack.
Alright, so if I have a crit, then it's just 2d4.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
pretty good.
if you have your basic sneak attack, it's 1d8 plus 3d6 plus 1d4, or plus 2d6 plus 1d4.
With
Nah.
the rapier, which is possible.
With the
'Cause
rapier.
he just has to be next to an ally.
Yeah.
He, after being done with the beanies, he looks at Yuma. Expectantly.
And I just asked him, or I'll ask him, did you just say that he gets a, well, his sword is more, it's like, I don't know how to say this. I can't
Faster?
say +1 to hit, yeah. It's,
Lighter.
sword is easier to handle, and
Basically, magic.
it freezes?
No, his sword.
His sword is poison.
Is
Oh, okay, his sword is
lighter.
poison.
It's you can. The most easiest way to say it is, it is aided by magic to feel lighter and move faster, and it has a very poisonous edge, magically so.
And how much, and this costs 1,000 gold?
This costs 1,000 gold. Separately, both spells are cheaper, of course.
Right. How much is it to make it feel lighter?
That is 250 gold pieces.
And how much is the poison effect?
Most elemental effects are 500 gold pieces.
Well, I don't have enough for both. I don't even think. Let me think. 450.
How do you not have that much money?
Did you sell your precious stones?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
you
of
should
them?
have more
Because
money.
there were a
I
lot
didn't
of
sell
them.
any of mine.
Toby still has them.
Yeah, I want to say that you miscounted your money at some point.
I think I'm pretty sure I paid for something. How much was that?
Oh no, you bought the magic. I bought a magic
The
ring
hat.
though. I still have that much money.
You bought
I think
the
just
head,
at some
yeah.
point I didn't get as much from something as you guys did.
Well, that was only like 100 gold. It's 10.
Well, I bought the pearl. That's 100 gold.
Oh right, yeah.
The hat with the feather costs a bit. I don't remember how much it was though.
It was 385 goldish.
Yeah, so that's. Then I have as much as you have.
No, but I also bought something.
Well, I bought a lot of things.
'Cause
Anyhow.
I had over 100 platinum at one point. But yeah, okay, sure.
Anyhow, I think just based on my character, I'm not too into. I don't know how much. I
Just get the
think
+1.
Just based on how much. Yeah. So
It makes it
250
magic.
is
That's all you
20.
need.
Yep.
1d100. We have one rapier of ice. It's plus
Yay,
1.
I passed the test.
Okay.
50. So I have 20 platinum pieces now,
So this
and about that much in gold.
this took 10 minutes, give or take. And after that, he looks at the weapon, he swings it around a little bit. He seems happy, and he hands it back to you the way it is. Well, he doesn't give you an additional scabbard with it.
Okay, yeah, because I don't need it.
Yeah.
And so it's a +1 to all attacks with
To
rapier?
hit.
Yeah.
To hit with the rapier.
All right. I have a +7 bonus now. The
Would
thing
you
is, I
think he would
may not
know
use it
more
much.
about Rita's situation?
Do you bring this up in game?
I asked you. Well, I asked it out of game.
Okay, so you're not in game. What, out of game? So I don't know.
No, out of game. Out of game.
So you're
Okay,
asking.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know? Okay.
No, you don't know.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
He doesn't
Yeah,
know because he
so
has
I
to
don't
roll to
know.
see if he knows. So are you going to ask this in game? Because if you're not going to ask this in game, I'm not going to do anything about it.
Well, never mind then.
Okay, yeah, no, that thought never crossed my mind, so I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm giving her space about the whole thing, but at the same time, I'm also, keeping an eye out for her.
Just testing.
Okay.
You killed the man. No.
No, I missed him with a 12.
He's only wearing a robe.
He dodges your attack with his speed now.
Now he's mad.
And then
He
you die.
speaks one word and you die.
I thought he would be tired of enchanting so many weapons.
Level 9
Yeah,
spell, dude.
still.
Killing word.
Yeah.
It'd kill any of us in one hit. Instantly.
It's technically not even a hit, it just happens.
You just say, die!
You can say potato and you die.
Yeah.
Potato.
Very dramatic.
Cupcake.
Banana.
Alright, so you pay and we leave, I guess.